Hello everyone, my name is Subhash Rajwell. I'm the founder and chief editor at XGenome. And joining with me today is Carol from Omron. Hey Carol, how are you?
I'm great. Thanks for stopping by our booth.
So please introduce yourself and a little bit about Omron and then what we have today at the booth.
Yeah, absolutely. So Carol Lucarelli, Director of Marketing and E-commerce with Omron. Omron has been in the heart health business for 50 years this year. So we're bringing our leadership to the show floor, showing off some of our latest devices and some of the new services that we're bringing to market.
That's fantastic. So Omron pretty well known for all your blood pressure monitor.
Absolutely.
And then the wearable monitor, that is something that I want to know more about. I haven't used it before.
Okay.
So could you please tell more about the wearables?
Yes, certainly. So we launched Heart Guide a few years ago here at the show to rave reviews. A lot of consumers were clamoring for it. And what we found is that the most important thing is that our devices are all cleared through the FDA. So it's taking the same technology for a blood pressure monitor that's in the doctor's office, and we just shrunk everything down and to put it in the form of a wristwatch. So all of that technology just, shrunk down, but still the quality of the device, the accuracy of the device, the reliability of it, all the things that physicians say are important for their patients. So in addition to being able to track your blood pressure, it also tracks activity, aerobic activity, and sleep. And then we've actually built in some features that you'd find in a traditional smartwatch. So yes, it tells time, but you can also get alerts to a phone call or a text message. And then you can sync it with our Omron Connect app. So you can track your blood pressure readings over time and store them there and share them with your healthcare provider.
Yeah, that's fantastic.
Yes.
So it works with both iPhone and Android, I guess.
Absolutely, yes.
So that's fantastic. So what kind of sensors do these watches have?
Well, interestingly enough, it's a number of sensors that are proprietary to Omron. But the one that I think is most interesting is the one that tells you if you've got the device, because it's worn on your wrist. In order to get the most accurate blood pressure reading, you have to hold the device at heart level. So if you're using an upper arm device, the cuff is already at heart level. But on your wrist, if someone holds their arm down at their side or is moving and waving, you're going to get an inaccurate reading. So it reminds you to hold it at heart level, and it buzzes when it's in the right position because it's measuring the angle that your arm is at. So just absolutely amazing. So we want to make sure that people aren't just taking their blood pressure readings, but they're doing it in an accurate and appropriate way because their doctors are going to use that information shared with them to make decisions on their care treatment, and we want better outcomes.
Okay. So is there an option for like a continuous monitoring, or is it by on demand?
It's on demand only, and really, I think a couple of us were just talking about it. Continuous monitoring is used in the intensive care units or NICU or something like that, and there really isn't a need for it. We're encouraging people to follow their doctor's advice and take readings probably 2 or 3 times a day, unless your care provider tells you that you need to take it more frequently.
That's fantastic. So, as Omron as a company, do you have any products other than blood pressure monitor, or is this your primary focus?
It's a huge focus for us because there's 116 million U.S. adults or 1 billion people worldwide that suffer from hypertension, but we are in other businesses. We're in pain management, so we have TENS devices. We have nebulizers for respiratory care and some other categories in different countries around the world, but those are the 3 primary ones in the U.S. market for us.
Yeah, that's fantastic, and thank you so much for your time,
Thank
Carol.
you.
It's a pleasure.